Welcome back everyone, Merry Christmas. But just to bring the mood down a little bit, I've got a really dark story to start this video off. Take a look at this. So these two girls were Christmas shopping 2 days ago, and they saw these mannequins. Now take a look at that hand. The material is broken away, and that looks like a real hand. So these girls, they've obviously filmed it, the police got involved, everything. It started a whole police investigation. So like this video as well, and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, let's dive into this. And I've got some really cool UFO videos you're going to want to watch, so watch until the end of this video, and I really hope you enjoy.
Have you seen that weird supermarket video that's already hit almost 4 million views? It was posted by a girl named Tia. She was just walking around the store with her friends, looking for new clothes, when she noticed something really off in one of the shop displays. Look at these mannequins. Their hands have paint peeling off, and underneath it, you can see something that looks like skin. According to her, it didn't look like plastic or rubber at all. What they saw seriously freaked Tia and her friends out, and their minds immediately went to some pretty dark thoughts about where those mannequins might have come from. They decided to ask the store employees, but the staff were totally calm and said there was nothing unusual, just old paint showing through on the mannequins' hands. And yeah, from the outside I get how it could look like that, but that answer didn't satisfy them. They were completely sure it wasn't paint, and eventually they decided to call the police. According to Tia, the officers who showed up took the mannequins for testing. We still don't know how this story ends.
Man, whoever those mannequins were, that's a pretty bad way to go. To be brought back just so people can hang clothes on you. So I don't know what these people did, but that's pretty bad, isn't it? And I want to know what the results were. But even if, let's say, that they came back and they went, flipping neck, that's Phil from down the road who passed away 2 years ago. It's him. He's a mannequin now. We're not going to know, are we? They're definitely not going to tell us. So I guess we'll never know.
The school called me saying my daughter went missing, but she was never there. Around 11:45 a.m., I got a call from my daughter's school. The voice on the other line said, "Sir, we can't find your daughter. She went to first period, but she never showed up to her other classes." My heart dropped. I said, "What do you mean she went to first period? She's not even at school today. We're at her doctor's appointment."
Man, this might be a flipping ghost or something calling you up. Why would they call you up and say your kid's missing when your kid's not even there? Man, this is creepy.
There was a pause. Then a lady said, "No, her first period teacher saw her this morning. She was marked present." So I told her, "That's impossible." I was literally sitting with her in the waiting room at 8:30 a.m. We never went anywhere near that school. So they double checked. Same teacher, same attendance sheet, marked here with the time and signature already logged. So I asked if maybe it was a mix-up, another student with the same name. They said the teacher looked right at her, even said she waved back. But my daughter's outfit today completely different from what the teacher described. Now the school's checking cameras, and the lady from the front desk said something that made me freeze. She said, "Sir, whoever that was went into first period, sat in her exact seat, and left right after the bell. No one saw her leave. No cars, no visit or visitor check-in, nothing." So I'm sitting here replaying everything in my head, because according to them, someone who looked exactly like my daughter was at school this morning when she never left my sight. The school say she was there. The doctor says she never left. So who did they see?
See, my first thought was maybe the teacher didn't see her. Like, you know, because teachers get used to seeing the same kids every day, sat in the same chairs. Maybe she was tired, thought she saw her, marked her as present, and then didn't want to admit it. But they did see her, a girl sat there that looked like her, but she was wearing different clothes. You know what I mean? It's just weird. Time to, you know, there's times in your life where you should pick up a Bible and ask God to help you out. This is the time to do it, mate.
Something is up with In-N-Out Burger. Why are so many celebrities picking In-N-Out Burger for their last meal? Seriously, what's up with In-N-Out Burger?
Eating my In-N-Out Burger and my hot fudge sundae. That's what I want to do. I'm pregnant and I have 9 months to own it. You really think I'm going to be on an Egyptian plane while I'm wanting to be with my In-N-Out Burger and my chocolate milkshake? No.
I need you to understand that food is being used for code words. No coincidence that Ghislaine Maxwell also referenced going to In-N-Out Burger after Epstein passed. What book do you think she's reading? The Book of Honor, Covert Lives and Classified Deaths. The Slave to Nothing Foundation's mission is to free people from being enslaved to any person or substance. We fulfill our mission by contributing financially to organizations that align with our causes and actively provide services in communities served by In-N-Out Burger. Just to add to the confusion, this man was outside of Rob Reiner's house after his alleged murder, wearing a Burger King crown and shouting things that the media won't report. I have no idea what's going on, but something strange with burgers and fries and In-N-Out Burger and Burger King. One more strange coincidence, Nick Reiner, the son of Rob, was obviously searched quite a bit yesterday, but look at this little blip. On December 6th, he was searched in the blue and white area, not Scotland. So what's that about?
What is going on there? You know, I love a burger. All right, I love a beef burger, but all this code word stuff is way over my head. All right, you'd never catch me in the CIA. I would be leaking stuff left, right, and centre. But it is creepy how they do all this stuff, and it just makes you think, doesn't it? Like we live in a simulation because so many people use these code words, and the CIA have been using code words for decades. You know, even people in the war use code. It's just so weird, man. This whole situation. Especially when all those emails got leaked. But let me know your thoughts on that down below. I mean, that's a very deep conspiracy theory, but there's definitely something strange with In-N-Out Burger, for sure. Right, this is very interesting UFO footage right here. So this massive triangle-shaped UFO was seen over Dubai in 2021. And there are so many videos about this craft. It was seen above the Pentagon. It was seen It was seen above the Pentagon in 2017. It was seen in Russia in 2019. And then it was seen in Dubai in 2021. So this footage right here is quite rare because I had to dig deep to find it. This thing only appears in thunderstorms. It's so interesting. It really is. But take a look at this footage. And it has audio. I haven't seen one with audio yet. So check this out. Look at it. Look how big that thing is. Man. So creepy. Really is. So creepy, really is. And the fact that this thing was seen by so many people is scary. Yeah, comment down below your thoughts on that UFO. This is probably one of my favourite UFO videos, because the craft itself is so mysterious. It just sits above a city and it always has a storm around it. It's just so cool. I know it's probably not a good thing. It's just so mysterious.
Can you please explain to me in detail the event that occurred at Vandenberg Air Force Base?
Certainly. I've been waiting for this for seems like my whole life, and I literally fell out of my chair.
They observed a very large red square, estimated to be almost the size of a football field, approach the base from the ocean and hover at low altitude over one of the launch facilities.
The radio transmissions started to pour in. As it became closer and closer to our position, it stopped and hovered right up the coastline. There's no propulsion systems, no lights, no audible sounds, and it just hovered there. And then just all hell broke loose. There was a lot of chaos. These are people I'd spent years with, and they're not people that are easily frightened or intimidated. And they were terrified, and they were screaming for help over the net.
This object remained for about 45 seconds or so before darting off over the mountains.
It just shot away up the coastline. It seemed like 1,000,000 miles an hour, like it was shot out of a cannon, and then it was gone. I mean, personally, I can't explain it. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, I mean, how would you explain seeing that? And what is interesting is that aliens, UFOs, have a massive interest in our nuclear power. They're seen above launch facilities and nukes and military bases. Like, do you think they're just making sure that we don't blow ourselves up? Like, why else would they be so interested? Because nuclear power to them, I don't know. I mean, there's so many theories about it. I really think that they're trying to make sure that we're not going to destroy ourselves. You know, it's like watching a kid. If you see a kid holding something dangerous, you know, you're like, be careful, be careful. You might hurt yourself or others. That's what they're like with us. Isn't that just crazy? I mean, with all my... I go fishing now and again. And with all my fishing gear, everything, I still can't catch a fish. And these three wolves just... They got it figured out. Man, I really need to get my life together. I can't even catch a flipping goldfish.
About to make a salsa. Look at this. Freaking onion see-through. Clear. Look at that. Pull it up. Look at that. What the hell? Dude, some fake-ass onion. Look at that.
Dayar se le infecta Texas.
These are not bananas. We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough and doesn't really break. It's silicone. It's a silicone.
They trying to kill us, man. We gotta stop this, man. We gotta start growing our own fruit. From Sam's Club, man.
And I was cutting it, and this is what I found inside. I don't even know if this is even a watermelon or something else. I mean, is this like something they created in a lab?
So I cut watermelons for my kids, and they're all bringing it right back, saying they don't like the texture. I've seen enough videos of people posting rubbery watermelon. I can't believe I got one. I got a rubbery watermelon.
I mean, they don't even try to hide it. I mean, it looks so obviously fake. You know what I mean? They don't even try to make it look real. And, like, that's just a complete chemical ingredient. Like, that entire food is just chemicals. I don't even know and want to know what that does to our stomachs when we eat that. But it's crazy. What's happening in the world? We got fake food. So we can't, apart from all the aliens that are turning up and all the weird other stuff, we can't even buy a pack of bananas, or we can't even eat watermelon. We can't just eat normal stuff. But it goes to show, how many people do you think on Earth eat this stuff and they don't even know? And what other stuff? Because I bet you it's more than fruit. You know, they're also making fake meat now. You know, and people are buying this stuff. Some people know it's fake meat and they're still buying it. But it goes to show how much other food is fake that we're eating. This is why I don't eat fast food anymore, like McDonald's and stuff, because I don't think that's real food. And I think a lot of people know it's not real food, but why does it have to taste so good? But let me know in the comments section, has this ever happened to you? Have you ever found fake food or fake anything, fake fruit? Could be anything. Let me know down below.
Emojis are demonic sigils.
What are you saying?
Yeah, the original 72 emojis. They're not just little faces, not just cute little symbols we throw around in texts. No, 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 they're demonic sigils, actual sigils, spells, hidden right in plain sight. You ever heard of the Lesser Key of Solomon, the ancient book? The book where King Solomon wrote down symbols to control and summon demons. You know how many there were? 72. 72! Same number as the first emojis ever created for Windows, Mac, iOS, everywhere. Coincidence? Nah. Look at this, look at this. See the laughing emoji? The one with the X's for eyes? That's a sigil. The tongue emoji? Exact match with a demonic seal. Look at this one. Come on. This one, look at the zipper mouth emoji. You think that's random? No, no. It's a symbol for silence, a spell. And check this out, check this out. See the one with the teeth, the big, exaggerated grin. Compare it to this ancient sigil. It's identical. Identical! You still think this is an accident? A fluke? Man, every single emoji we've been using, laughing, crying, even the damn heart emoji, it's all part of something bigger. We've been using these symbols for years, not knowing what they really mean. So when you send that little yellow face, ask yourself, what are you really summoning?
We can't even enjoy nothing anymore, can we? Like, everything has a bad meaning to it. I can't even enjoy burgers now. I can't enjoy pizza. I can't enjoy texting and emojis to my friends, even to you lot. I can't use emojis now. It's everywhere. You can't get away from it. But I mean, this could all just be a bunch of rubbish, but I think it's weird how they brought out 72 emojis and 72 sigils. That connection is very strange. But I want to go to my next point. I'm a huge believer in spiritual warfare, right? Which brings me to this. And I'm not getting paid for this, by the way. This is free promotion. But I'm reading a book on it at the moment. Field Manual for Spiritual Combat. You know, I do study this stuff. I always have a rosary near me at all times. I pray the rosary as often as I can. And I have a rosary bracelet that I wear. And I really think that to fight ancient enemies, you need ancient weapons. And, you know, prayer is the best use against spiritual warfare. For those who don't believe in it, it's still like spiritual warfare is still a massive deal in our lives. We all deal with it, whether you believe in it or not. And once you're aware of it, you can fight it. You can't, to fight an enemy you can't see, you need to be able to fight them with weapons that you can't see either. I'm trying to learn about it so I can protect myself, protect my loved ones, protect you guys. I always pray for you guys. I don't care if you want me to pray for you or not. I'm going to do it because I think there's a big spiritual warfare happening. And I know a lot of you are aware about that as well. And once you're aware of it, you can really feel it as well, because when I had depression and I was addicted to drugs and alcohol, I was really I felt like I was surrounded by darkness. And learning now that darkness follows addiction. It follows violence, anger, hate, addiction, stuff like that. So once you try and cleanse yourself from these things, you feel that darkness kind of detach itself from you. Every time I pray, every time I go to church, every time I read the Bible, you know, I feel like that darkness doesn't have its hold on me anymore. So I really encourage you all, if you do really feel like you're surrounded by darkness and darkness is in your life, whether it could be through anything, it can attach itself to you in different ways, but there are ways you can remove it. All right? And God's the only person that can do that. And I'm not trying to preach to be like, you know, I'm just saying this to help you, because I do know that people message me all the time about it. So I just wanted to say that. Spiritual combat. Arm yourself for spiritual combat. All right? And I hope you all had an amazing week. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. See you then.